But a cold front moving in from the Atlantic had done unmentionable things to the weather, and in spite of the rain, or because of it, low clouds produced heavy fog and closed things down at Kennedy. Blake and Clancy made the best of it in one of the VIP lounges, dozing fitfully, but were still there at 6 the following morning, when they got word that their Gulfstream had managed to get in. As they walked out through the terminal, bags in hand, Clancy said, "There's no romance in this work anymore. Seen every James Bond movie on TV at one time or another, and he never got held up by bad weather at any airport, not once. Here we got a Gulfstream, one of the classiest aircraft in the world, and it still couldn't get to us." "Nature rules," Blake said. "Face up to it and shut up. We'll be on our way in 15 minutes. They rose very quickly to 30,000 feet. The crew was Air Force, and their stewardess a young sergeant, who introduced herself as Mary. "Now, what can I get you, gentlemen?" "Well, I know it's only 6:30 in the morning," Blake told her, "but for very special reasons I think a bottle of champagne is in order. Could you manage that?" "I think that could be arranged." She gave them a dazzling smile and moved down to the galley. "We didn't do too badly, did we?" Clancy said, "considering that the President could have been face down on the pavement." "That he isn't is due to Major Roper warning us that there was something fishy about Morgan in the first place. But I anticipated taking him alive, Clancy, squeezing the juice out of him." "It's not your fault, Blake. We did everything right. The tooth thing was just unfortunate." Sergeant Mary appeared with 2 glasses of champagne, which they took gratefully. Blake toasted Clancy. "Let's hope the President agrees with you." In Washington the rain was even heavier when they arrived, but a limousine was waiting, and they were taken through at once and on their way, moving along Constitution Avenue towards the White House. In spite of the weather, there was a sizable crowd of demonstrators, a kind of moonscape of umbrellas against the rain, shepherded by police. "Which war are they protesting against?" Clancy asked. "Who knows? There's some sort of war going on in nearly every country in the world these days. Don't ask me, Clancy. All I know is some people seem to make a profession out of protest." The chauffeur lowered the glass screen that separated him from them. "Too difficult from the front, Mr. Johnson. May I try the east entrance?" "That's fine by me." They turned up East Executive Avenue and stopped at the gate. Blake leaned out, and the guard, recognizing him at once, waved them through. The east entrance was much used by White House staff, especially when wishing to avoid the media. The limousine pulled up. Blake and Clancy got out and went up the steps. A young Marine lieutenant was on duty, and a Secret Service agent named Huntley greeted them warmly. "Mr. Johnson, Clancy, you're looking stretched, if I may say so." "Don't ask," Blake said. "We spent most of the night stranded by fog at Kennedy, and the President's expecting us." "You know where he is, sir, but I'll lead the way. It'll give my legs some exercise." The President's secretary, a pleasant woman in her mid-40s, admitted them to the Oval Office, where they found Jake Cazalet in shirt-sleeves at the desk, working his way through a raft of documents, reading glasses perched on the end of his nose. He glanced up, smiled. "The return of the heroes. Have you eaten?" "Early breakfast at Kennedy, congealed scrambled eggs and fries at 5:30, and that was the VIP lounge," Blake said. Cazalet laughed and turned to the secretary. "We can manage our own coffee, Millie, but speak to the chef, and find them something exotic like bacon sandwiches." "Of course, Mr. President." She withdrew, and the President said, "Okay, gentlemen, let's hear the worst." "Well, the worst didn't happen, Mr. President. The worst would have been Morgan shooting you from the first-floor window of Gould & Co. when you got out of your car outside Senator Harvey Black's townhouse to join him for dinner. Which invitation I cancelled on your advice a week ago. You said then you wished to handle this business yourself."